Somehow my life has been uncharacteristically busy, and so whenever I have a free day where I don't have any obligations, I fully relish in them. I make zero social plans and I fully geek out. Spending time alone is literally one of my favorite things to do. So I wanted to share what I do when no one's watching and when I'm alone. And the first thing is that I will lounge in bed for hours in the morning, and then whenever I do muster up the strength to get out, I just make myself some breakfast. I really love having pre-made little breakfast things that I can just heat up, and this is a vegan burrito that I picked up, kind of like a little treat for myself. And the continual realization that I had a full day to myself to do whatever I pleased was making me really happy. I was giggling to myself and dancing, and all throughout high school and middle school, I would just spend hours alone in my room on Pinterest doing DIYs, discovering new music, and it was the happiest I think I've ever been. It's a place of deep introspection and exploration, curiosity about who I am and what pleases me. So I really love these days, but I'm reading this book called Olive Again. I don't necessarily really recommend it. It's just a book for entertainment, and it's about a small town and people being unapologetically themselves and just all these little stories, but it hasn't been revolutionary. It's just been really sweet and good for me to not feel like I constantly have to read self-help books all the time. But I did my skincare routine, a little cleansing, a little moisturizer and SPF, and I was good to go. I washed my delicates, which is something that makes me feel like I'm really romanticizing my life, but these are all cotton underwear that were handmade, and I love them. My yoni loves them. And then I did my hair for the day, which I've been trying to do more of. To be honest, I don't always brush my hair, and sometimes I feel like I look really disheveled, and I don't know, I kind of want to improve on that slightly, although I love my wild woman. But I just cleaned up my space, and I love cleaning as a form of catharsis. When I don't need to do things and I just want to, I really enjoy them. But if I feel like I have to clean because someone's coming over, I don't enjoy it as much. So on my days where I'm not doing anything, it's really fun cleaning out my closet a bit. And I always have a pile of clothes that need alterations or just need to be hemmed or fixed in some way. So today I was just hemming up this bralette to fit me perfectly, which is why I love sewing. You can just tailor things to your body. But I did some computer work, just getting ahead on taxes. And I know this sounds so boring, but forms of productivity like this make me really happy. I was living, personally. Something that I love to do when I'm cleaning out my closet or revamping it is to style different outfits with the pieces that I have or pieces that I'm adding, just so that I can get the most wear out of the pieces. And I wanted to share the sponsor of today's video, which is ThredUp, and I've been shopping them for years. They are my go-to place when I'm looking for a new piece because they have thousands of brands that you know and love for very discounted rates, which is better for your wallet and better for the environment to give these pieces new life. And it is so convenient to shop online with them, just adding your sizes to every search. And if you want to get 30% off your first order on ThredUp and free shipping, you can use my code HITOMI30 and click the first link in my description box down below. This top is from the brand Zara, and it was originally around $29, but I got it on ThredUp for $27, and I just love fall colors. I love earth tones, and so really tying in all the brown here. I adore this top. It's also by the brand Zara and was originally around $32, but I got it on ThredUp for $9.99, and it is so cute. I'm really digging it styled with this brown bralette kind of peeking out because of the way that it matches my brown trousers, and I'm just wearing some sneakers with this. Fit number 2, I'm really excited to wear this. I'm actually going to the East Coast to spend time with my family, and this is an outfit I will definitely be wearing to walk around the city. These mink pants were originally around $38, but I got them for $21 on ThredUp, and I just love a good trouser. Plaid and tartan in the fall, it will always be a favorite of mine. This one is by Free People. It was originally around $105. I got it on ThredUp for $36. $45. I love the slit, love it with the turtleneck, which I also got from ThredUp a minute ago, and I'm wearing it with some black heels. This loose, oversized top literally reminds me of a painter in a New York City loft, that perfect, effortless kind of look. I love it styled with the trousers. This is by the brand Zara. It was originally around $32, but I got it on ThreadUp for $13, and it's just perfect. It just makes me want to do artsy things. Wearing it with my sneakers once again. But I adore ThreadUp. If you would like to get 30% off your first order and free shipping, you can use my code HITOMI30. Click the first link in the description box below and check them out next time you are feeling the need to buy a new piece or revamp your wardrobe. I'm gonna finish my taxes later, pero hace calor por dentro, pues me voy afuera, me voy a pasar el tiempo con las animales y los árboles, mis amigas mejor. Primero necesito poner mi solar protector en todo mi cuerpo y ya poní mucho. También me voy a poner una camisa. Es tan pequeña, pero no quiero hombres que no me conocen para hablar conmigo. Y me voy a andar mi bicicleta en todos lugares. And if you can't tell, estoy practicando español. Vamos afuera, órale. Y una cosa más, escuchando la música de Bad Bunny es muy bien para mí. Me encanta esta canción mucho, mucho. 2 hours later. Now, ever since learning about manifestation when I was 14 years old, or even more recently the past 2 years reading Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza, I take time every single day to really feel joy and contentment in my body, in my cells, for all the miracles that are here and now. And I especially love doing this barefoot outside. For whatever reason, it usually happens to be around golden hour or sunset, where I really drop into this space and I literally visualize my auric field and every cell in my body just being filled with light and all the blessings that have come my way. And I just express the deepest gratitude for them and really invoke that feeling that I already have every single thing that I need, and all of my dreams have already come true in so many moments of peace. When I think about what I wanted when I was younger, it was just to be able to close a door behind me and not hear screaming, or just to have moments like this, lying on the ground and being able to feel deeply and be safe and feel love. And so even if I'm trying to improve on things in my life or bring new things in, try to really rest in pure contentment for what I already have, because there are so many little blessings and it makes me feel really good. So this is one of my favorite practices. It feels kind of magical. But then I went inside and I put on my favorite movie, I Dream in a Different Language. And this movie's in Spanish. It is so heartwarming. It has English subtitles. It will make you cry. It'll make you laugh. I adore it. And I was rewatching it, so I didn't feel like I needed to fully pay attention. But I am also playing this game called Skip-Bo, which my German friend taught me, and I've pretty much been obsessed ever since. It's not a 1-player game. It's actually like a 2 to 7 player game, but I love playing games against myself because I feel like I'm my best competitor since I'm at the exact same level as myself. So I draw 2 piles of cards for myself, and I try not to use the information of each deck, to cheat. I really try to play my hardest game against myself, and it's really fun. Even if my friends are around, I will do this, and I did this when I was younger too, so it's just kind of like a deeply ingrained habit to play against myself, and I honestly really enjoy it because I love card games, and I haven't found someone who's equally as obsessed with card games as me, to the point where I could just play for hours and it feels really stimulating. So I really enjoy my little Skip-Bo card sessions with myself, and you can find these decks on Etsy or I think just in normal stores or websites as well. But I just got the vintage version because I thought it was cute, and I just played and watched that movie. And I try to get on my mat at least once a day. On days where I sleep in, it's not always in the morning, and I like just meeting myself on my mat whenever I'm most excited to do that. And evening sessions are really lovely. This evening I was following a guided traditional Hatha yoga practice, which I'll have linked down below. It's really lovely, and I really appreciate Hatha yoga. It's what I started my yoga journey off with, and I haven't been sharing as much of my practice lately because I'm realizing more and more how personal and intimate it is, and how I just don't want to add to the aestheticization of yoga. I'm also not very flexible, and my practice often is so breath focused and slow that it feels really good to keep it personal, but it continues to change my life, and I learn so much from it every single time I'm resting in a new or uncomfortable pose. And I'm actually really grateful that I'm not super flexible, because it's like I'm constantly meeting my growing edges. But I really like this video that I was following because he guides a breath work and meditation at the end, which is the whole point of yoga asana, to be able to sit in meditation comfortably with ease. And I'm just so grateful for the lineage of yoga. But I felt really relaxed and reflective after that, so I journaled a bit, and I was thinking about this poem that my friend Chloe sent me that went, "What if the timelessness of this moment means that everything that's true in this moment still is, even if it changes in the next? What if they loved me once and don't anymore? What if that moment of love stays true regardless of anything that happens after? What if every moment of love that's ever existed still does, is still a shining star I get to gaze at? How illuminating is that, to believe the night sky is an endless, growing brilliance? I love watching my notions of knowing dissolve. Love is not contingent on me knowing it. It simply is, and I choose to experience it or not." I have reread this poem so many times because I have so many questions and curiosities about love. I don't always know what love means because it's showed up so differently in my life, especially as a child. I didn't have the support that I believe love to be now, and everyone loves in the way that they were taught, and it creates so much drama sometimes. So I'm just fascinated by love in general and the way that it moves and motivates us and hurts us. It's something that I just always remark on, and my thoughts on it are completely different every season of my life. So I was just journaling about that, just casual, you know? And the nighttime really does bring out this different energy. I started to freestyle and just record some vocal toning and some thoughts. I just find it so meditative to do any kind of vocal toning because, of course, it activates the parasympathetic nervous system, but it's also such a practice of presence, like singing exactly what's on your mind. And my friend let me borrow her mic and her music recording stuff, so I have a bunch of random tracks that I will probably never release, but they're just kind of streams of consciousness. And I also like to make random instrumentals that will probably never see the light of day, but I just use Splice and will put together different sounds or just sing to them. And I always feel so good after singing. This is a hobby that literally has no positive or negative repercussions in my life. It's just untouchable, untethered, purely for fun, and I love being in that space with creative things. Find me awake in the night, creature of dark and creature of light. Find my home in. Ooh, I like that. Hello, it's a few nights later, but I just wanted to sign off here. I'm cozy in bed. It's a full moon in Pisces. We're feeling that water energy, maybe a little emotional, but it's okay. I just wanted to remind you that all of you is welcome. Everything that you are is valid and worthy of being loved. Unconditional acceptance neutralizes every story, every narrative, and nothing that you are or can feel is wrong. Of course, there's accountability and awareness, but like we cast far too much shame and smallness around our natural desires and our natural urges. For example, the desire to be alone, like you're so valid, and we're kind of creating our own rules and way of being in this life. So before you are quick to cast some story around yourself that's negative, just take a moment and ask yourself if you really believe it, if you really want to be guided by that. But thank you so much for watching and witnessing my life on earth, witnessing my unfolding. I cherish you. I hope you take some deep belly breaths after you watch this video. And if you would like to get 30% off your first order and free shipping on ThreadUp, use my code HITOMI30, revamp your wardrobe a little bit. Okay, I don't know why I did that. I will talk to you soon. Much love.